And good morning. This is Patrick Curtis with Suffolk Realty Group. I'm here with the Patrick Curtis Real Estate Show Saturday morning, and I'm here today with Jason and Bryce from Design Elements, designwithelements.com, and what they do is a unique design service. You could reach us at Suffolk Realty Group at 631-244-7000 or on the web at www.suffolkrealtygroup.com. It's Suffolk Realty Group, 631-244-7000. And Bryce, tell us about Designing with Elements.
Well, thanks, Alex, for the intro. And again, we're from Designing with Elements, 631-573-6600. What we are is we're a full landscape design company. We actually, our unique thing about us is we do full virtual designs. We can show you what the house is going to look like before we ever put a shovel into the ground and take you a walk through the property.
That is a unique service that you're doing. So you're saying that we can actually show this and visualize this on a computer. And who's your computer whiz kid?
Absolutely, and that's Jason. That's sitting
That'd
right
be
across
me.
from
How you doing,
Jason.
Alex?
Jason, hi, Jason. And one thing I want to ask you is what makes Designing with Elements different about maybe someone else comes along? Somebody's thinking about putting in a pool and some extra landscaping, some rockeries, gardens. Tell us, what is it that makes you very different?
Well, we're able to put together the full package of the entire backyard, piecing together the pool, the patio, all the custom amenities that they want, including the pool house or cabanas, and we're able to do it in such a way that it's so cohesive and start to finish. The homeowners love it at the end because it looks exactly the way they intended it to.
Okay, so if someone wanted to change where the planters were, or change the deck design or the pool design or pavers or whatever it is you wanted to do, you can see how it's going to look before you actually do it. Is that right?
Everything is done exactly how you want it, between the colors of the pavers down to the plant material before a shovel is put in the ground.
Okay, so when you give them a visualization and say, you know what, that doesn't look like quite the way I wanted it to be. Maybe we'll change this, we'll change that. You do all that up front, and you get the design straightened out, and then you bring in the contractors. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's great. That sounds really good. And what kind of materials are you working with?
We try to work with every bit of the elements from us. We work with, we do all outdoor living. We work with the outside furniture, pavers, pavilions, pergolas, pool houses, any natural stone and plant material you can think of.
It's really up to the homeowner as well, because we want to give them the opportunity to select the style that they want and have the material represent them.
Okay, so the person that lives by the beach would have a completely different concept of what they want in their front yard, backyard, than the person that lives out in the country, or they've got something which is much more woodsy. Is that
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
That's part of the design style that we try to fixate when we first meet with them.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. And who would actually use your services?
What's great about it is the homeowners would definitely want to use our services, but also builders and contractors as well, and people just like you, real estate agents.
So real estate people like myself would want to get involved because you would help our clients visualize what it is that they want to do should they purchase a property.
Sure. We could show your new homeowners what their house could look like after they purchased the home and everything that they dreamed about.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty good idea. And you got a note here about Hurricane Sandy. So how did Hurricane Sandy impact what your business offers?
Hurricane Sandy was tough because it annihilated a lot of the South Shore, and people were very unfamiliar of how to deal with such a situation and how to build in the future. How do they design a project that's going to withstand nature over the long periods of time?
So what we can do now is we're designing properties that are using saltwater tolerant plants, proper drainage. One of the ways we've came down to using is synthetic turf, which does very well in saltwater areas. And we can also use that as drainage areas too, instead of using dry wells that always seem to fail on there.
Okay, dry wells will fill up, and once they're full, liquids are incompressible, so they just overflow.
Absolutely. Anyone that lives near the water knows that happens.
Yes, okay, yeah, and you end up with floods and ponds, and in the wintertime, of course, that turns to ice, and then you got freezing and skidding, and there's a whole lot of other issues. Yeah.
Absolutely. It could back up right to the house and cause damage interior as well.
Yep, that's right. I can see that. So, for someone who lives in a suburban neighborhood, they live on a development, and everybody's got quarter-acre sites or third-of-an-acre sites or whatever it is. You can design something that makes their house stand out. Like say they're doing something because they want to sell a home. You could help them spruce it up. You're doing something because they just bought the home, and again, they want to spruce it up for their own benefit. You can work both sides of that, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes the best thing about when you're going to sell a house is the curb appeal. Everybody
Right.
wants to pull up to the home and feel like, wow, I've arrived.
First thing we got is curb appeal.
No matter
That's
what
right.
size of the house, no matter what size of the neighborhood, you want to do it in such an elegant way that when you pull up, the first thing people say is, wow, look at this home.
Right. I like the way you said elegant. Elegant is a very big word in terms of design, because at the end of the day, we want to achieve something that's not in your face too much, but it's still got appeal. It's nice, it's balanced, and elegant.
Absolutely.
That's right. We do like elegant, yes. So how can homeowners reach you?
One, through our phone number, 631-573-6600. But check out our website at designingwithelements.com. You'll
Okay.
see many useful things on there.
Okay. So that's designingwithelements.com.
Correct.
And this is Patrick Curtis with Suffolk Realty Group at 631-244-7000 on the web at suffolkrealtygroup.com. And we're here today, for those of you who just tuned in, we're here with Jason and Bryce from Designing with Elements, and they are landscape design visualization experts, and then they also work with your contractors to achieve the end result that you're looking for with your home. At the end of the day, it's really good, and homeowners can call, they can email, they can look on the website, see some of the jobs that you've done. And how long have you been doing this, guys?
I've been involved in this industry for over 20 years now. I went to school for landscape design and horticulture. And Jason?
I went to New York Tech and I graduated with my 5-year degree in architecture. So our combined experience really gives you soup to nuts, everything
Okay,
great.
so you got experience and professionalism, and you went to school to learn how to do it right, and then you added your own experience on top of that. So you're coming in with an experienced team. That's good to hear. What about permits? Are you involved in permits?
Yes, we are. We can be involved in permits. We work with engineers very close to us, so we can go from concept to completion and see it all the way through.
What's great about the permit process, we'll help you do the whole thing, start to finish, filling out the applications, getting the fees in order. Even if there's a board meeting involved, we tend to go to those meetings, we present the project to the town or village, and we generally get approvals.
Okay, so if someone has to go to the zoning board for a variance application, you could help with that too?
Absolutely. We'll put a full presentation together for it.
Okay, now do you do that for people who aren't looking for a landscape design, they're just looking for a zoning board application?
Generally, we try to deal with just the homeowners that are looking to do construction with us. Just because of our time, that's what we like to focus
you only
on.
got so much time available, right? And then what about selecting a contractor? We all know there's thousands of contractors out there, and we've all heard horror stories of jobs gone wrong, and it's not necessarily always the contractor's fault, though. Sometimes the perception is that the onus falls mainly on the contractor to guide the homeowner, and I think part of that is the ability of the homeowner and the contractor to work together and understand what issues are involved. And I think you help resolve a lot of that, don't you?
Absolutely. Well, we always say we have one thing. It's our name and our reputation. We do everything we can possibly do to keep that. We live and die by that code of everything that we do. So we pick the right contractors. If we're not doing the work ourselves, we pick the right contractors to do your project and specialize in that need.
Yeah, we're able to, put together a specialized contract, which is important. The special makes a difference because it's not a jack of all trades. You're getting someone that targets the same type of thing all year long.
Okay. And in terms of the actual contractor, let's say everything doesn't go according to plan. What do you do then?
A lot of times what we do is we package the whole project together under one umbrella insurance, one company that's handling the whole job. If there's something that comes up, of course we come by and we fix it. Again, like Bryce said, it's our name on the line. That's what's most important.
Okay, so we got a second level of coverage here that says at the end of the day, if the contractor's not working out, you'll either replace a contractor or you'll come and finish that part of the job yourselves to make sure everything's right and the homeowner's satisfied.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I mean, the contractors we've been using for a while, and they're straight A guys. We have a good working relationship.
Okay, sounds very good. And in terms of the end product, does the end product look better than the visuals that you create in the beginning?
We often hear that, but we often hear that they couldn't believe how close we actually got it from the virtual image to the actual finished completion.
A lot of times, even to expand on that, a lot of times we take a 3D rendering shot of the projected project, and we go back to take finished pictures after the whole backyard has been staged, and you put them together, and it's like, wow, it really is spot on to what you wanted.
Okay, so we're saying workmanship is important and is guaranteed. Yes, and that the end product is sure to delight. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
And great. And if anyone's got any questions about this, invite us to call. This is Patrick Curtis with the Suffolk Realty Group, 631-244-7000. Also on the web at suffolkrealtygroup.com. And guys?
You could reach us on 631-573-6600, or you could reach us on the web at designingwithelements.com.
Okay, so that's Jason and Bryce with Designing with Elements, and Patrick Curtis, Suffolk Realty Group, 631-244-7000. Stay tuned because we're going to be back shortly, and we want to continue this conversation with Jason and Bryce from Designing with Elements, your visualization experts for your landscape.
Life used to be so hard.